have queued up. This is for who is it for? It's for Reddit user nydiloth. He is a silver player. Let's get into it.
Objective. 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture the objective.
Great hook by the Roadhog. No Reinhardt on either team. Interesting. So right here, if there's no Reinhardt on either team, you can play more aggressive, but keep in mind your position. So you could play like up here in cover, so you can dip back into this doorway and engage this Reaper or this soldier. Then you can bubble yourself, and now you're a threat. Looks like, wow, looks like they're just giving you free charge. So right here, you're taking some damage. You bubble, and they just keep shooting you. So you kind of got lucky there. Also, we saw it right in the beginning. They have a Roadhog, so keep that in mind for your barriers. Keep that in mind. Lucio's kind of out of position right here. So push him, push him, push him. 50 charge. This will put you into 70 charge. You can totally win a Reaper versus a Reaper with 70 charge. So good. So even though you didn't barrier here, this is still a good barrier. You're clearly taking damage. You kind of dip in the 200 range, and then you barrier. Perfect. The main thing is, so that I'm seeing is right here when you get this good barrier off, you want to play near cover because you are weak, and if they pop your barrier, by the time you can run to cover, you might die. Case in point. So you should have played around this corner right here and get a dip back behind it.
Captain Amari, reporting for...
I'm going to commend you for not bubbling this Reaper right here. So many people would bubble a Reaper in Wraith form when there's no point. He can't take... I mean, your barrier, I know, can still get hit, but it's not protecting him. He's already safe. He's in Wraith form. Good barrier there. Rip. Your team died. Oh, sorry. Let me reply to that guy and tell him I'm reviewing it right now. Alright, sorry about that. Back to this. So shield the Reaper. So I'm gonna back this up. Right here, you have eyes on your allied Reaper, and his health is really weak. He's not in danger, but he starts ulting. Okay, so first of all, that Reaper should not have ulted. He's so weak. And secondly, the tag visor comes out. You can shield someone, and even I probably would not have got to that Reaper fast enough. He literally just exposed himself and ulted when he's like 100 health so bad. This Roadhog would even make a decent target. He's out in the open, tag visor's off. Still haven't shielded him though. Hopefully he doesn't. Oh, he doesn't die. Okay. Personal barrier, personal barrier, personal. Oh, so late. So right here, she's shooting right at you, taking damage, taking damage. You're taking 150 damage. You still haven't personal barriered. Like in this situation right here, personal barrier, and run at them. Make them give you charge, but play this corner right here. Run as far as right here. You know, you can fight, they're in left click range. You maybe right click the soldier, and then when your barriers pop, you dip around this corner. 350 health. And 15 charge it looks like. Down to 200. Then you barrier, and then they only give you 30 of the charge. So you still got charge out of it, but probably could have barriered sooner there. You're really holding your projected barrier a lot. Barrier? Okay. Good barrier on the hog. You should really be paying attention to this Reaper. So you get the barrier off. Now, stop what you're doing and kill this guy. Why? He's asleep! He's asleep! Okay, Lucio killed him. Right click the mech right here. Right click the mech. 80 charge, should get to take like 60 damage. Oh. I mean, I really didn't see good tracking breakfast until like High Master. So this probably is not a needed grab. You see two enemies, they are squishy, they are about to, you know, win the round, but you could just push up and kill them. Now you don't have this for who knows how long. That's unfortunate. And if you're, I mean, your team does kill the soldier, you kill the Zen. So the result that just happened, where soldier and Zen died, could have happened without Graviton. I'm hearing a diva. Okay. Right there. Did your soldier get hooked? Right there? You should whip around and shield him. You hear it, and he's right next to you. You just kind of run in circles. Good barrier to get a bunch of damage, but kind of dunzoed yourself there. Anna's doing work.
I've got you in my sights.
Good barriers. Okay, so you had two good barriers right there. You're at 70 charge, but look at the difference between you and Roadhog. So I'm pretty sure their hog is right here. You just used both your barriers, and you're tunneling a little too hard on this Zen. I don't know if you get this kill, but what I do know is you used your barrier is probably gone, and these three might kill you. The hog, he got barriered, and then he retreated. You should have done the same. Okay, he missed his hook, so you're lucky. Right here. If he was better, you're hooked and you're dead. Shield the Lucio! Shield the Lucio! Oh, he got out. Okay. No, so never mind. Barrier on yourself though.
Yo, guys,
Oh, shield this guy. He's ulting.
just don't overextend now. Big at point, just don't overextend and it will die easily. I have my ulti.
Right click, right click, right click, right click. Okay, worked out. So the thing, what I'm saying is, to right click knocks them around so they can't, so they move in a more predictable fashion. They're like knocked in the air, knocked to the side. It makes it really easy to track them with left click. So right click into left click is a great combination against squishy targets. Like right here, I mean, you killed him. I don't know, he kind of ran into this corner. He could have kept running out the door. So whatever, but you can literally right click like anywhere in this box and kill this guy. Also, you popped her mech with 13 ammo left. You could have right clicked the diva once and then retreated to, you know, put her like 100 health, sub 100 health.
My ultimate is almost ready. First round, 1.
Oh, this is my jam.
Roadhog is so bad. So here, push up into the diva, make her focus you, then barrier. She's not even looking at you, and then you barrier. Shield! Oh. Did he actually? He missed. Look at that. You're still at 0 charge. The Roadhog like completely missed. About right-clicking the mech, what's the timing on that? Well, it's kind of an experience thing. You kind of get used to her, like the mech will like bend down and touch the ground, and then you can right-click because diva will pop out.
The objective is now active. Get in there.
Okay, so that barrier is whatever because you're waiting for your team to regroup anyway. If your team was together and you were going to engage in the next 10 seconds, I wouldn't barrier that. But you know, you see he's low because you can see his health, and he's retreating from the fight. So him retreating from the fight is the main reason why I wouldn't barrier him. But at the same time, you have enough time between that barrier and your next engage that you're not going to get punished for that barrier. Fingers crossed, hopefully. Oh, right. Okay, right here. That is free charge. Those grenades on the ground, free charge. Self barrier and walk into him. Perfect. Perfect. I wouldn't go this way. Except, oh, shield him! Shield him! Oh, jeez. Okay, you got the shield on him at the end. Perfect, right? You're forcing the diva to give you charger here. You shield him, save his life. She's clearly shooting at you now. That's the difference from before when you walked up to her on the point, and she is clearly targeting you, and you self-shield. Get a bunch of charge. Now you're a monster. So, you're full health. I mean, I would swing to the other side because they have a Pharah, and Pharah can knock you off. Perfect. Uh-oh. Shield! Shield! Nice. The Roadhog didn't even shoot. What? This was a perfect barrier, by the way. I don't know why this Roadhog didn't shoot. You waited for him to get pulled. You barriered. It's a perfect barrier. Even in Grandmaster, Roadhog will still shoot that. So either this guy was out of ammo, or he's a god. Chances of him being a god are pretty small. Self-shield? Self-shield? There you go. Right click. How much ammo do you have left? Oh, you're at 0. Okay, you can't right click, but oh, here, let's go back because someone was asking about the timing on that. So let's slow it down too. You pop the mech, right? Oh, it didn't touch the ground. So I misspoke then. It's not right here. Right click. You can right click the mech, the wall, the stairs. The travel time from your right click should be enough that the diva pops out, boom, and she takes all that free damage from the right click. But you were out of ammo, so I'm not saying there you could have right clicked her because you were out of ammo, but in the future. Good grav. So they blue res, their biggest anti-grav ultimate's down. Your Lucio gets a great sound barrier off, saves your hide. And you get a huge grav. Hopefully there's follow-up. Someone, please. Good. You know, there's enough follow-up on this. Good barrier on the hog. Good barrier on yourself, too. Good job using all your ammo and then reloading. And there's so many times I've seen people reload with like 60 or 50 or 40 ammo after they just grabbed. I mean, that hurts. Either reload before you grab or expend all your ammo. Grabs only last 4 seconds. So great barrier on this hog. Clearly taking damage. You can see he's low. He is on the front line. There's at least 2 enemies there. You can see the Junkrat grenades coming in, and you can see the diva. So this is what I mean by when the fight's won barriers. There's so much more leeway with them because you don't need to protect your whole team now. You know, in case if you're a 6-on-6, you know, maybe someone over on the right side of the fight will get hooked, and someone on the left-hand side of the fight will get, you know, flashbanged or pulse bombed or something. In those 6-on-6 situations, you want to really react with your barriers. Here, I feel like you're doing both. You're both reacting as well as just kind of using it. So, good use of the barrier right here. You saved the hog. You're a monster right now. You should, hopefully, in the next 3 seconds, you walk up and just obliterate this diva. Oh, no. Perfect. You melted that diva so fast. So let's go back. You had 3% ult. You got a third of your ult back off of one diva. Diva, this was before the nerf to her health, by the way, but even still, even now, diva gives so much ult charge if you're a charged Zarya. It's insane. If you see someone playing a diva, and they're out of position, divas love to play out of position. They're like, oh, I've got boosters, I'll get away. You know, punish them so super hard. You'll get so much ult charge. Also, right here, you definitely could have right-clicked the mech here. 90 charge, 57 ammo. Like, right-click, like right now. Boop. See, she's popping out. Right-click, she takes so much damage. And then it's only one more right-click to really finish her off. But it works out. You know, your team wins the fight.
My ultimate is ready. Let's kill.
Good barrier. So reactive barrier. He's taking damage, he's being focused, then you barrier. Looks like they have a Pharah now. You can really abuse them having a Pharah by getting her attention, letting her shoot her slow rockets at you, and then using a personal barrier to get a free 40 charge. Or Junkrat. Yeah, I mean, look at how much charge you just got. First of all, he ults. It's a shame that your hog ulted at the same time because this was such an easy hook to interrupt his ult. So that's whatever. You get a great barrier on I mean, I think you were trying to barrier him, which probably would have been a little better. So not no fault to you because the targeting's weird. You still get a good barrier off. You know, between these two, you're gonna get the value out of it. From 10 to 50, perfect, full value. Here's a Junkrat. You're in his face. He's gonna be afraid. You're forcing him to shoot you, because if he doesn't shoot you, he'll die. And with your barrier, it says even if he does shoot you, you're just gonna get stronger. But I would right click right here. Right here, I would right click. He's kind of hidden by the doorway. You can get damage on both these people. You're pretty charged. Right click does a lot of damage. You don't really have a good, you know, unless you move out of this door, which I wouldn't recommend. There could be a trap. He can have a concussion mine. So I would definitely right click in this scenario. Reload, reload, reload. So you had all this time right here to reload. And see, now you can't kill her. Kill her! Oh god! Right click, just right click, just right click. Okay. See, right click? A right click would finish him. Oh! Oh! Right click! Also, you can, grenade jump this window. You can go boop and just surprise people. Shield! Ooh, nice. Nice. I mean, he died, but you made D.Va focus him long enough for you to kill him. Also, I think you used your own barrier there. Yeah, okay. Great barriers, good focus, good play. I'm gonna call hacks. Look at this. Look at this perfect tracking, guys. Hacks. Hacks. Just kidding. No. People moving linear lines like that, it's so easy to track. You saw the Mercy. Right here comes Res. Grab. Perfect. Right click. Right click. Oh, you're out of ammo. Okay. Right click though. Right click. Right click. So far, my main thing is right click more. That's not something I say too often because left click is really good. Too many people right click more than they left click, but right click is great on agile characters. It's a great finishing move. It's got a huge AoE. It's great for hurting multiple enemies. And again, it's great for when you're 1v1ing someone. You can right click. And here, actually, let me pull up an example. Let's go clean. Oh, that's loud. So this is me. This is just quick plan, but I 2v1 them in this fight. Reload. I right click. He's knocked up into the air. He can't do anything now. And I could just track him down and he dies. That's what I mean by you can right click in the midst of fighting someone to make it a lot easier to kill them. So at the start of fights are great places to get a free 40 charge. Everyone has their cooldowns, obviously, including you, and you can present yourself as like this juicy target, like just juicy enough that they want to shoot, but not too juicy that you're gonna get yourself killed and get 40 charge instantly. So I'd recommend, you know, you push into them, but play around cover. But this left side here, you can use these pillars. This right side, what Roadhog does. Make them shoot you at the beginning of a fight, because then you'll be effective that much sooner. So instead of just kind of hanging back and right-clicking. So this isn't the worst thing, but your damage is pretty pitiful right now, and you're not using these cooldowns you have. Not that you should use everything off cooldown, but Zarya does her best work when she has charge. Shield. Oh, no. He's just running away? He didn't even fight you? Wow. So, they have Roadhog back. So that means, think about him when you, I mean, I shouldn't say back, they had him last round. But think about him before you use your protected barrier. Oh, okay, so what you should have done right here, just let him hit you. Use your own barrier and let him hit you. He literally can't stop himself right now from giving you 40 charge. I mean, you sidestep it and then barrier, so mixed messaging. You either want to take the damage or sidestep. This Anna is like not even healing you. Anna, please. There you go. There she goes. Shield him now. Oh, poof, lucky. Oh, that sucks. So this is a good barrier on the Hog, because you wait for Reaper to leave Wraith form, and I'm gonna commend you again. I've done a couple of reviews where people were burying an enemy or an ally fighting a Reaper in Wraith form. Like Reaper can't shoot, so that barrier is wasted. So good thinking here. You know, you wait. Okay, he's gonna leave Wraith form now. You can like hear the cue, the audio cue, and then you shield him to get the charge. Your Roadhog, I mean, he hooks him anyway, so it's not. Like, I don't want to say it's your fault. So he stopped him from doing damage, but it's a good barrier. Unfortunately, you know, you got blindsided right here by the Reinhardt. Good job barriering the ulting soldier. Because look, if he hadn't buried him, he might have died to that Death Blossom. So, okay, right here. Let's turn it up. Okay, you just heard the enemy soldier attack visor go off. You should barrier yourself right now and just make him target you instead of someone else. Instead, when you back up, imagine if you were standing here in front of your soldier. Then your soldier could kill their soldier. But instead, you have personal barrier up. This is a free 40 charge. And if you were standing here body blocking for him, he'd probably live, and now you're at 80 charge. When there's free sources of damage to give you charge in a situation when you could definitely use charge to make something happen, and I want to reiterate that personal barrier is mainly for saving yourself and getting charge. Projected barrier is the one you really want to be frugal with. So right here, I heard it. I definitely would have personal buried and just kind of like right-clicked at him and give my soldier time to retreat or kill him or something. Instead, he kind of just dies, and you're just sitting here with the personal barrier. Good job falling back. A bunch of your team just died. Good job retreating, not trickling in.
Regroup and just push it. Speed boosting, please. Push the speed boosting. Go in with your please speed boost.
Okay, so another thing you can do, if your Roadhog gets a hook
Go in with your please speed boost.
like this, you can use your personal barrier and walk onto the other side of Reinhardt to stop him from like getting Anna heal. So this accomplishes two things. One, Anna's probably going to give you charge because she's shooting you instead of Reinhardt. And two, Reinhardt can't be healed anymore. At least for, you know, a couple seconds. And those couple seconds can make the difference between him living and him dying. Not sure what happened right here. Not sure why you're hesitating. I guess it's kind of a lost fight. But here's the weird thing though. You hesitate here because it's a lost fight, and then your two teammates die. And then you go in. 3 teammates just died. So kind of you know, stuck between two decisions. Do I wait or do I go? You either go right away or wait indefinitely. Because here you're at a huge disadvantage. It's probably at least 5 versus 3. Roadhog gets a nice kill, so that's good. You kind of... Oh. They still have Mercy, though. Oh, focus this Reaper, dude. So right here. Good barrier on him. He's getting focused, clearly. Oh, that's an allied Reaper. I'm sorry. Res comes out. So the res comes out. You know Reinhardt just died? You should look back at the Reinhardt. Ooh, he missed. I probably would have buried Roadhog right here. Or, okay, so Justice reigns from above. Look to someone to save now. I don't think she gets any kills. But you can save someone because you have your projected barrier. By the way, you can punch Reinhardt through his shield. Like, if you and Roadhog had both just punched him here, he would have died. Good job here. So, I've been talking about it in the past. When you see someone shooting, run at them, make them reacquire you as the target, and then shield. You're like, hey, look at me, I'm Zarya. He shoots you, and then you bubble. Perfect. Right click, right click. Okay, it's not needed. So contesting the point. Yeah, there you go. Shield him, perfect. Right click the diva. She literally has such a predictable path right here. This is a free damage. Good job on this personal shield. Again, he's shooting at your Reaper. As Zarya, you put yourself out there, like, look at me, I'm a juicy target. He shoots you, then you barrier, and he just keeps giving you charge. Right click, right click. So, going back, I would have killed the Reaper first. You have Baby Diva, Mercy, and Reaper here. The biggest target is definitely the Reaper. He's in this little close quarters area, he's dangerous. Also, a right click right here would have damaged all 3 of them. I'm sorry, not all 3. No, I thought they were grouped, but they're not. But still, kill this Reaper, kill this Reaper. Erase, okay, so you're fine, you can leave him alone. But then... reacquire him. That Reaper, like, single-handedly got them back to point. Shield. Probably shield a little sooner. You get her attention, good. Then shield right now. Shield Lucio! Shield Lucio! Oh, right here, you're both knocked down. Here's Ryan, you've got barrier. E him! E him! No, step out there! Step out there! Get the charge! Get the free charge! You've got personal barrier! Ah, it's too late though.
Soldier and honor, please just combos.
So a bunch of your team just died. At least 3, Roadhog and a Reaper, I believe, just died. So I'm not sure what you're trying to accomplish here now. You don't have your personal barrier. You don't have any charge. Your team's half dead. That's a retreat and regroup situation.
Soldier and honor,
You get your personal barrier up, but you overextended too far, and you die. Huge Death Blossom comes out. Shield! Aww. So, let's turn it up. Right there, you hear Ryan charging. So you should be ready for him to pin anyone in the path of his charge. Those targets are you and Lucio. You move out of the way. So you should be already looking at Lucio in case he gets pinned. So now I mean, they're overextending, the enemy team's overextending and staggering you guys, and they're not being punished too hard for it because you've all been staggered. And this might go back to when you died here, right? They're like, okay, the other team's like, all right, we have a numbers advantage. They push in, ult, they kill the rest of you. I mean, so you guys are far away from the objective, but you're not far away from the enemy team. If the enemy team was on the objective, you guys would be in an okay position. But since they pushed up, you have to push back. And it's just you and Lucio. Right? And the other team knows, hey, we just killed 4 of them. These 2 are alone. We can probably punish this and not be, you know, and it won't hurt us too bad, which is exactly what happens. Lucio gets pinned. You die. And your team, they should have got this kill on Reinhardt, but your team's not running a Reinhardt, so their Rein gets an amazing 4-man Earthshatter, and he gets follow-up from his team. Look at this Rein. Such a juicy target. You should shield that guy. He's swinging at him. Okay, good shield. Good bubble. Perfect. Alright, now think of the situation you're in now. They've got 5 members alive, and no Reinhardt, and you have a grab. This is the time to combo. You should be able to get a huge grab here. Probably, hopefully, catching the Mercy in it, because if you grab them all and kill them and then Mercy reses, that's gonna suck. So you should know, okay, they just use Death Blossom, they just use Earthshatter, they might have Tag Visor, they probably have Res, and I'm not sure what the other characters are. Your Lucio should be speeding you in. Go, 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 go. Okay, okay, right here. Grab this wall. Mercy will get pulled in. Reaper, pulled in. Soldier, pulled in. And then focus down the Mercy. Or now grab the floor right here. All 3 of these people pulled in. But, so already, if I rewind, your team uses Tack Visor and Whole Hog. And they use Sound Barrier. So that's a mistake. Your team isn't communicating what ults they want to use to win this fight. Your team should have used Graviton and Whole Hog, and that's it. Guys, I'm going to grab, I'm going to do my best to catch the Mercy, then Whole Hog, win the fight, and save our ultimates for after this. Because look where you are. You're at 0% and they're at 96%. If you use too many ults here, they're just going to come back with ults and re-wipe you and win this round. So this is a lack of communication. Hopefully you heard those two ults and you don't grab. We don't know yet, but hopefully you don't grab. Oh, wow, that sucks. This is a good grab, though. I'll give you that. You catch both healers. Both healers is always huge. If I can grab both healers, I'll do it every time. Assuming my team is nearby to follow. If I'm enough charge, I will solo grab 2 healers. But if not, I want my team to be there. Good job trying to focus down the Mercy. In this position, I probably would have been right-clicking a bit. Or shield, like shield this Lucio. I take that back. No one's look who's in this grab. Reaper's and Wraith, D.Va's defense matrixing, Lucio's not shooting, Mercy's not shooting, so this is one of those situations where my brain tells me to shield someone, but if you look back at it, it's not a great shield because you're not going to get any value out of it. So I take back what I said. Good job not shielding Lucio. Right now, though, the Reaper is now shooting. Now shield Lucio. Oh my god, you guys used Tag Visor, Whole Hog, Graviton, Sound Barrier, and Death Blossom. You used 5. Is he nano boosted? Did you guys use 6? You guys used all 6 ultimates to win one fight. Hopefully you win. Okay, good. Mercy died, so you guys better have a stellar defense coming up. Right here, okay. Right here, you know the mistake you did earlier where you overextended when your team died? That's what this Reinhardt's doing. Your Lucio should be speed boosting your whole team at that Reinhardt to stagger him. Soldier kind of has the right idea. He's like, guys, let's kill this Reinhardt. But I mean, no one else really follows. This is where comms come into place. I'd be like, guys, kill the Reinhardt, stagger him, stagger him, stagger him. Comms are so important to competitive. Also, right click the crap out of this. Okay, so you hear the Tag Visor. You should self shield here, so he shoots you. But this barrier onto Roadhog is not great. Like, look at the soldier, look who he's shooting at, and shield that person. Thankfully, okay, your Hog got a huge hook onto him. They still have res. Ooh, good sleep. They still have res, that's the main thing here. What do they have? Res, maybe Death Blossom. They did use Earth Shatter, and they can't use Self-Destruct because she's Baby D.Va. So the res and the Death Blossom, I believe, are the main threats. You're kind of tunneling onto the Mercy really, really hard. And don't get me wrong, she has res and she's a target, but right here, your Ana gets tossed out the window. His Reaper's all over her. Right here, you should shield her. Reaper walks up, starts shooting at Ana. She's taking damage. Your Ana, this is a tough call because what's more important in this situation? Protecting your Ana or killing their Mercy? And I'm going to go with protecting your Ana. The Reaper dips out the window. You still have a projected barrier. You're tunneling onto Mercy really hard. You went to the wrong door. Nerf this. There's a door right behind you and right to your right. You went to the wrong one. Shield your diva. Right here, I would have shielded my diva, because their diva is like, let's fight. The divas are like, let's 1v1. Shield your diva, give her the advantage, get 40 charge, melt that diva, get ult charge. Shield, perfect. Good barriers, good barriers. Right click though, right click, right click. Good barrier, because Diva's she's like in the thick of it. That's a good barrier. The Rhine dies. Your left click, your tracking's a little off, so, you know, start right clicking, you know, hurt this guy at least a little bit. Right click the wall, the ground, anything. But he's just getting free damage on you that you can't return. Yeah, that sucks. Good barrier. Bad barrier. It was alright actually. I mean, he turned the corner. So if he's gonna turn the corner, I take it. I mean, this is a split second thing that we can only really address because we're watching it, you know, with pause and playback. So he turns the corner. He takes a bunch of damage, and then you barrier. But at the same time, he didn't really give you any notice. Like, it's not sure. Right here, it's not sure. Is he gonna turn the corner, or is he gonna go to the left? The moment he does this, though, is when I would have barriered. Right here. Is then you get this charge. That were you at 20 charge before? You did get. Okay, so you were at 24 charge before. You barrier late, and then you don't get any value out of it. So. Good personal barrier there. You're getting their attention. They shoot your barrier. Now you have charge. Same with Reaper. He's in the thick of it. You probably need some. So, consistent thing I've seen so far is you probably need some better target selection and discipline between when to left and right click. So you're at 60 charge here. You've got both barriers up. You use this one, which is okay. That's not the. I don't think you got anything out of it. Like if you use this barrier, you want to move into them right here, and away from the Rhine. So you kind of want to walk into like this section over here, you know. And this is a group, so you can like walk in, like right click the ground, right click their bodies, you know, really hurt them. And the chances are they'll shoot you, and you'll be at 70 charge, and you can fall back to your diva who's defense matrixing. So right there you hear the audio cue for Rhine charging. That's when you want to make sure you look where he is and he doesn't kill anyone with that pin, since you have projected barrier up. You kind of look a little late. Thankfully he completely missed. Good barrier there to dissuade the Rhine. Oh, that sucks. That sound barrier was huge, though. So you have a grab. Your team is kind of taking over the point. So who's died so far? At least Reaper's died. You have a grab. They probably have res. They're at 70%. So you want to kind of like jump over this and grab their backline. And your team can sweep in. Sorry, let me turn that off. Sweep in and clean up this fight. At the same time, I mean, what ults have your team used? You use both defensive ults, and I think that's what I've seen so far. I don't think your ally Death Blossom came out, and I don't think your Tac Visor came out. Save the Zen! Save the Zen! Ooh, good job. Good job. So I would probably grab like right here. Is this the Mercy or am I crazy? It's not. It's the Lucio. Okay, but still, right here in this frame you can see Mercy and Soldier. In this frame, Mercy, Soldier, Lucio. So if you grab this pillar, they don't have a shield because Ryan just charged in and died. Did he die? No. Okay, he didn't die. Right here, you can grab this pillar, bring in all three of them, and maybe D.Va. You don't want the D.Va. Maybe she, and I'm saying it's kind of far away, so maybe it won't grab her. But if you pull in those three, you have charge. You can right click that. D.Va's right here. She can just shoot into it, and you get 3 huge kills, and maybe turn this fight around. So, and again, this is with target selection. You grab the D.Va, who is a scary thing to grab already. What if she had sucked it up? And you see these 3 right here. The squishy targets are the people you really want in a graviton. Also, I probably would have shielded the Reaper. Your Reaper right in front of you right here. So, overall, you were frugal with your projected bears, and I'm gonna say a little bit too frugal. You don't get me wrong, you had a lot of good bears in there, and so keep that up. You know, barrier at the beginning of fights to get charged because people are prone to just toss abilities at the other team right at the beginning of a fight, whether it be like Helix rockets or, you know, if they're Pharaoh or a Junkrat. It's easy charge right there. Work on your communication, definitely. So especially in that last point on Lighthouse when your team used 6 ults to take the point, that sucked. I mean, that was so unfortunate. So, you know, if you're communicating, guys, we have 6 ults. Let's use a defensive ult and 2 offensive ults to win this next fight. You know, maybe you could have won that point. You did a mostly good job of getting people to focus you and then burying versus preemptively burying. So kudos on that. Your projected barrier selection could see some improvement. It's not bad, but it could be better. Like at the end there between shielding D.Va and Reaper. Reaper's way squishier, but he does a lot more damage to D.Va in that situation. So you want to shield him. Maybe he can make something happen. But definitely with, you know, alt placement, you want to catch the healers or the squishies, and so your team can capitalize on it, especially if your team's around. The main thing that I want you to improve upon is to right click more. And in every VOD I review, you know, improving your aim is something all players should do all the time. I'm GM and I still, my aim needs work. It can always be better. So just putting that out there, not just you, but everyone that plays Zarya, they can always have better aim. But if you're not confident in your aim, you know, use right click more to start a fight, to kill someone, or to just, you know, knock them around to make it harder for them to kill you or to run away. So definitely use right click more. Your barrier usage was pretty decent. Of course, it can always be better. Even mine can be better. So I'm not just saying, you know, you specifically, but all Zaryas can use their barriers better, and your ultimates. You know, really look at what you want to get out of this ultimate. Who do you want to kill? You tunneled a little bit onto Mercy too much, and there's a lot of split-second decisions that are hard to make. Like when Anna went out the window on Lighthouse, do you go with her to protect her, or do you kill their Mercy? And in that situation, their Mercy was behind their whole team, and your Anna was getting focused by Reaper, and you had both barriers. I would protect my Anna. You know, maybe she gets a great bio grenade off, or she sleeps the Mercy or something. You know, who knows? But protecting your healers is huge. So that's it for this VOD review. Thanks for watching.